set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey, Clipper. He's coming. We got double up.
Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd down, Cook. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's caught by Treadwell. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota 1st.
Mike 54. Let him know.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 44, Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Robert Quinn in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback...
And he's going to go down again. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeMarcus Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Prescott, complete to Jason Witten. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
Elliott on first down going absolutely nowhere as he'll lose about 3 on the play. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Let's go, D.
Now on 2nd and 13, Prescott, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. 3rd down here. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Goodwin with touchdown number 12 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins now. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
The offense retains possession.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Cousins. He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
A gain of 40 yards. First down, Minnesota.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Cook, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Cook following the penalty. 4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go, 47.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the tackle, it's Trey Waynes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Lets it fly for Thielen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
This is taken at the 23. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And some room to work. 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Hey, kill! 47!
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Cousins gives way to Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. 72 yards.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the eye. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Watch the Switch it, hey. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go.
Throwing. Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 2nd and 10, Cousins, and Diggs has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Cousins on first down. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. A good first down call as the screenplay gets them 9.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They'll run with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
All day, dog. Undercrunch, undercrunch, undercrunch. Check 26, check 26.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd and 1, Prescott looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Intended that time for Cooper. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. 23 yards, the final tally. Cousins now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Cousins. And this one to Treadwell, complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Smith in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And the pressure gets to him again.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Cowboys 48, Vikings 7.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's going to go down again. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper,
yes,
right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big playability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
You better break it. Leave it. Bring up 48.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 56 yards. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. To throw is Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. A big play to start the drive got him in this. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Bailey got the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
You ain't got nothing.
Prescott to throw it. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Mike's 40. Check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. Gun. Hey, I'm coming. Go. Get out there. 40, Mike, 40. Sweat. Hey. We're going to 54. 26.
Prescott down. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. No, 26.
A first down throw for Prescott. Man open, it's Goodwin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Kill.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. The Cowboys on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Prescott. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily momentarily pause because you're frustrated.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Robert Quinn in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Now this throw caught left side, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there. A first down throw for Cousins. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Cousins to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Dancing to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Andrew Sendejo swoops in for the sack. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Let's make these babies cry all the way. Under. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Throwing here. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long.
Gun.
Prescott from the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo. Cooper was the intended target. Following the interception, Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kyle Rudolph. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock on.
So